Throughout basketball history, you've got players who follow the script and others who completely tear it up and write their own. The first group studies what's happening around them and tries to succeed using traditional methods. But then there's that second category. These players don't just adapt to the game flowing around them. They completely control it. They set their own tempo, defy every physics law you think exists on the court, and turn jaw-dropping moments into something that looks effortless. For what felt like forever, basketball fans had been waiting with serious anticipation. This wasn't about watching another routine showcase where Team USA would predictably crush their competition. Everyone was desperately hoping to witness something electric. They needed to see that spark come back to life.
Caitlin Clark finally back on the basketball court, and it lived up to the anticipation. I mean, you immediately see it as soon as she checks into the game. She's the best point guard in the world, right?
Following an exhausting break that lasted all the way back to July, fighting through countless persistent injuries that completely threw off her flow during the previous season, Caitlin Clark was finally stepping back onto the court. This moment carried completely different energy though. She was making her debut with the senior national squad. In this deep dive, we're not going to just read off statistics or get caught up in meaningless excitement. What we're doing here is breaking down every single tactical detail of what unfolded when Team USA faced off against Senegal. We're examining how one individual can enter a game and instantly transform the entire energy on the court, demonstrating through crystal clear evidence that she stands as the planet's most dominant point guard. To really understand just how massive her influence was, we need to look at what was happening before she stepped out of her warm-ups. Team USA had assembled an incredible collection of the world's most elite basketball talent. Chelsea Gray, an outstanding veteran, started at the point guard position. Angel Reese was part of the starting lineup. The defensive effort was outstanding as everyone expected, but what about the offensive execution? The offensive flow felt surprisingly standard. Everything moved methodically. The ball movement depended heavily on passing around the perimeter, giving the Senegalese defense plenty of time to get positioned, communicate through picks, and create a fortress around the basket. Team USA was executing solid basketball, but something was missing: that explosive, intimidating speed. They needed that game-changing element that completely destroys a defense's confidence. Then everything shifted. The substitution happened. The instant Caitlin Clark's shoes touched the playing surface, this wasn't just the crowd getting louder. The entire foundation of the game completely transformed. Her mental processing speed is absolutely incredible. People say elite point guards can predict what's coming 2 seconds ahead of time. Caitlin Clark is reading plays 5 seconds before the defense even understands what offensive set is developing. Here's the immediate, undeniable evidence. During her first 3 times touching the basketball while wearing a senior Team USA jersey, she recorded 3 straight assists.
Who was on the floor for Team USA? But Caitlin in the game, look at that, delayed screen roll action, perfect pocket pass for the first assist. Then, see there, out to Kelsey Plum. Pretty routine, but sees it early.
Watch this particular play carefully. This is where expert analysis meets incredible skill. They execute a delayed pick and roll sequence. Most guards in this scenario will lock onto the rolling player, making the pass obvious and letting the help defender disrupt the cutting player. Clark operates differently. Pay attention to where she's looking and her perfect timing. She delivers an incredible pocket pass, squeezing the ball through a window that shouldn't exist. The basketball appears in her teammates' hands like magic for the simple score. She's not passing to her teammate's current position. She's computing the precise location where her teammate will arrive half a second later. In fast break situations, just having her on the court creates chaos. She secures the rebound, and before even dribbling once to survey the court, she's already identifying opportunities 90 feet down the floor. This type of lightning fast decision making forces defenders to race backward on every possession, wearing them down both mentally and physically. Her incredible passing ability is only part of what makes her unstoppable for opposing teams. The other component is the absolute fear she creates the moment she brings the ball past mid-court. After struggling through an injury-filled season where her shooting wasn't at its typical elite level, people started questioning things. Had her accuracy disappeared? Would the extended time off affect her performance?
She was 4 of 5 from 3 in this one, but here's another one of those deep shots. Catch, shoot, cash. No hesitation from Caitlin Clark there.
The response was absolutely crushing. Clark dominated from beyond the arc in this matchup, connecting on 4 out of 5 three-point attempts. It's not simply about the shooting percentage though, it's about the incredible confidence in her range. Look at this play right here. Catch, shoot, perfect. No hesitation whatsoever. In today's basketball analytics, everyone discusses offensive gravity, the concept that elite shooters draw defenders away from the rim. Stephen Curry revolutionized this concept over the past 10 years. What we're seeing now is the Caitlin Clark effect. Since she can realistically shoot from 30 feet away and drain it effortlessly, the Senegalese defenders had to completely abandon their normal defensive system. They were forced to guard her near the half-court logo. When you stretch a defense that extremely thin, the lane becomes wide open. If they pressure her, she drives past them or fires a perfect pass to a cutter. If they back off even slightly, she adds 3 points to the scoreboard. It creates an impossible mathematical problem for any defense. One of the most intriguing storylines before this game was how she would connect with the other young, incredibly gifted stars on the team. The media enjoys creating drama between superstar players. What actually happened on the court was a clinic in pure selfless teamwork.
In the game, Caitlin draws the defense, kicks it out to Paige. Paige buckets there from the outside. So we get to see this Team US.
Truly special players don't just put up numbers. They function like a rising tide that elevates every teammate around them. Clark doesn't need to control the basketball for extended periods to dictate the game. Check out this drive. She penetrates toward the basket, and the Senegalese defense immediately loses composure and crashes toward her like she's a magnet. She knows precisely where Paige Booker is set up on the outside. The pass out is timed perfectly, landing right in Booker's shooting range. Paige connects from long distance. This same amazing connection happened with Angel Reese. Reese has been developing her skill set, looking really comfortable with the ball in transition and demonstrating glimpses of an aggressive attacking style. Clark picked up on this immediately. She found Reese with perfect passes, rewarding her hustle and interior presence. When you put the world's greatest playmaker alongside elite scorers who are committed to running the court, the game becomes completely one-sided. It goes beyond just the direct assists too. It's about establishing an offensive mindset. When your point guard shows this level of willingness to share the ball, it spreads throughout the team like a positive infection.
The Rock too, like look at this play. This is really just unselfish basketball by star players. Caitlin's got it. You see Paige in the corner. Paige cuts baseline, gets it, kicks it out to Ray Burrell. Three-pointer, good. So that's just beautiful ball.
This sequence right here represents basketball perfection. This is the sport at its most beautiful. The play begins with Clark sharing the ball with Bookers. Paige immediately recognizes what the defense is doing, makes a sharp cut along the baseline, pulls the defense's attention, then finds Ray Burrell for the uncontested three-pointer. It's pure artistry in motion. This is what happens when personal agendas disappear completely. Clark's team-first mentality becomes infectious. The entire squad begins making that extra pass. Players start cutting with more intensity because they know beyond any doubt that if they create separation, they'll get the basketball. She turned a group of individual superstars into a perfectly coordinated, flowing offensive system. When the final horn ended Senegal's suffering, the statistics looked like something from a video game. Caitlin Clark recorded 17 points and 12 assists, an impressive double-double performance. For context, the second highest assist total from any other Team USA player was 3. She was operating on a completely different strategic level than everyone else. Ryan Howard erupted for 21 points, serving as the main recipient of Clark's incredible passing ability. But the most intimidating number from the entire night was the plus-minus statistic. During her playing time, Team USA demolished Senegal by an incredible 35 points. Simply having her on the court resulted in an unstoppable scoring explosion, and truthfully, the margin could have been even larger. There were several instances where she was completely open on the perimeter and the ball just didn't come her way. What happened against Senegal wasn't just a solid comeback from injury, it was an intimidating declaration to every other country in the world. The connection she's already building with the future stars of American basketball proves this team isn't just planning to compete, they're getting ready to completely dominate for years to come. Caitlin Clark demonstrated without question that she's the conductor of this emerging dynasty. She possesses possesses the court vision, the unlimited shooting range, and most critically, the relentless competitive drive that never allows the game's intensity to decrease even momentarily. If this performance was just the beginning, if this was simply her working through some early rust in her senior debut, every other nation should be extremely concerned. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more in-depth tactical analysis like this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment below and tell me, is there any defensive scheme anywhere that can actually contain Caitlin Clark when she's playing at this level? See you in the next one.
Approach this game, just not knowing how your body feel. Where you're like, let me get out of this.
Your legs feel better. Second hand. What am I? My body's been feeling really good.
So just kind of having confidence in that, and I think don't worry about the body. I think that was kind of the mental battle, is like trying to get over that aspect. Like, don't think about it, don't worry about it. Like, you put all the time in that you can to be the best team you are, and I feel great. So I think my mentality coming in was just play really, really hard. Like, I think this is such a different scenario for me. Rather than the WNBA season, it's like when a lot is kind of on my shoulders to create and do a lot of things. Obviously, here surrounded with 11 other players that are so talented on people that have won gold medals. So my focus more than anything was just play really fast, really up tempo. I know that's what I'm good at and what I can bring to this team. And people finished really well. We ran the floor well, and then people made a lot of big shots.
Great.
Thanks, everyone.
Oh, great. B+.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.